Okay, here's what a compound inequality looks like as a question. And what we're going to do is we're going to treat them as like two individual questions to solve, but also at the same time we need to blend them together. So for a second, let's just take a look at just this question right here. Okay, in here, so you notice that we need to get the -1 and the 11 together. We need to combine those like terms. So we would add 1 to this side and also add 1 to the 11. And they cancel out here. So we're left with 3x is less than or equal to 12. Okay, and so notice that what we're going to do here, though, is we're actually going to do one more thing where we're also going to add 1 to this side. So that's just that one more level to put in place. Okay, so 8 plus the 1 is 9. Okay, and then we still have 9 is less than that 3x. Okay, so this time, instead of covering it up, I'll cover it up this way. Okay, so we have 3 times something equals, or is less or equal to 12. We need to divide by 3 and divide by 3. Okay, and then do the same thing to the 9. We're going to divide by 3. So we're left with 3 is less than x, but it is also less than and equal to 4. Okay, let's take a minute and graph this. Treat them as individual parts. So let's graph this side first, right here. Okay, so I need a number line. Okay, and I'm going to say there's my 0. Here's 3. Okay, something is happening around 3. And the arrowhead is going to go to the right. Okay, we have that graph. It is an open circle. Okay, and now what we'll do is we'll take a look at this other side. Where we're also saying that, so now we need a graph of 4. Something is happening around 4. It is going to include 4, so we shade in the dot. Okay, and it's going to go this way. Okay, notice that you have this small section right here where these two things overlap. Okay, that is the only part where this compound inequality is true. This little tiny part right here, this is the only spot where something for x would be true for both inequality, the compound inequality. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to clean it up just a little bit. There and here. Okay, that's what your final graph would look like. Okay, let's try one more. Okay, so covering this up for right now and saying, okay, what do I need to do to solve that? Okay, what you should see is that we're going to have to subtract 5 and subtract 5, and then also on the right-hand side, left-hand side over here, also subtract 5. Okay, these will cancel out. Okay, over here we're left with 6. I'm going to write everything else in that I didn't work with yet. Okay, -4, and we have 5 more negatives, so it gives us -9. So -9 is less than and equal to 3n, but it is also, 3n is also less than 6. Okay, the next step that we'll have to do here is, I'm going to cover this up again, divide by 3, divide by 3. Okay, but we also need to divide this by 3. So -9 divided by 3 is -3, less than or equal to n, which is less than 2. Okay, let's graph this. Graph little pieces at a time. Okay, so here's my 0. -3 is down here. Okay, something is happening around -3. It includes -3, so I'm going to fill it in. Okay, my arrowhead is going to go to the right. Okay, that side's graphed. Let's do the other one here. Move is less than 2. Okay. So here's my 2. Something is happening around 2. It's an open circle because there's no equal sign. It's going to go up, and the arrowhead goes to the left. Okay, the only part that will solve both inequality statements, the compound inequality, is where the lines overlap.